Hello and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the 5 mindset shifts to create more time and energy in your workday. So I am Sarah Waddell, your executive leadership coach, and I am super excited to share this with you today. This is information that I've compiled to help my clients over the past few years with the common desire to create more time and energy. Many of the different people that I've worked with, as well as my colleagues over the years, this is a common theme that people are looking for. So I've decided to package it all up together into this webinar for you today so you can walk away with some tips and tricks that you can apply immediately. So I believe it is time for us to finally say goodbye to working long hours and skipping our lunch breaks. So this webinar will help you learn how to create energy to spare this week. And we'll do that by sharing with you my exclusive formula where you can create your own exhale and thrive leadership lifestyle. So if you're wondering who this webinar is for, it's for women leaders who have unique skills, passions, and the desire to make real difference in the world. They may feel like they have more to offer at work and at home and they're ready to make that happen. Or perhaps they want to learn how to bring more time and energy into their workday so that they can create amazing superstar business results with passion and fulfillment in their life. If this sounds like you, then you're in the right place. Perhaps you may be experiencing burnout or feeling unsure of who you're meant to be as a leader, who you're meant to serve in your business, and how you can really have a major impact. You may be struggling to manage your workload or mentor your team, or you're able to do one at the expense of another. Or perhaps you're looking for more fulfillment in your work that will connect you with your deepest personal values so that you feel like your time and effort is worth it and is making a difference. Perhaps you secretly feel disconnected. You may be lacking confidence, and you may even feeling that imposter syndrome where you're not sure if you'll ever be good enough to lead the way you want to. So this webinar today, I will talk to you about lifestyle mastery. So I'll give you some tips on how you can create a lifestyle that you absolutely love, that lives up to your big vision and your true purpose as a leader. And this will help you both in your work and your personal life. So this I call basically celebrating your limitless expansion, because I believe we have limitless abilities to grow and change and develop and be more fulfilled. So I'm excited to share that part with you. Then we'll also talk about creating more time and energy, how you can infuse your schedule with time so that you can replenish and recharge so that you're actually coming into your work life and personal life with a full gas tank instead of running on empty all the time. And then finally, we'll also talk about confidence and how you can boost your confidence so that you have the inner transformation and inner confidence so that it can really help you step into the spotlight as a superstar leader, and that will give you the confidence to take action, live the life that you want to live, and be the change that you want to see in the world. So today, my promise to you is I will show you the 5 shifts that every woman leader needs to know. This to help you move from barely surviving to flourishing and thriving. And to do that, these techniques will be helping you create more time and energy in your workday, which will also help increase your happiness and your overall fulfillment in your work and your personal life. But not only will I be showing you how to create more time and energy, these shifts actually go deeper than that. They're actually, you can describe them as the cornerstones of leadership. Because if you're strong and your personal leadership is strong, then of course that's going to positively impact the work that you do in your professional life. So another way to put it that we'll be doing today is I'm going to be helping you get a kickstart on mastering your personal leadership and lifestyle. And if you stay till the end, I have a gift for you, and you'll get it for free. I do this because I want to thank you for sharing your time with me today, but also for taking time out of your day for yourself, for looking at maybe new ways to approach things at work or in your personal life, and how to really get that space and that genuine, authentic connection with your work so that you can feel fulfilled and happy and like you're making a difference. So stick around to the end of this webinar today and I'll tell you all about it. So there are some common challenges that I've been seeing in women leaders right now. Similar with men, but I wanted to really more talk about women today. So women leaders are leading their teams, progressing their careers, and building their businesses. Perhaps they have a business on the side and working, or they're an entrepreneur. But what's happening is that they're doing all these things at the expense of quality time with themselves and their loved ones. Their self-care is suffering. Perhaps they're not doing all the things that they'd like to do in life because they're giving all to their work. Another challenge that is common right now is not having enough staff to get the job done, so that women leaders end up doing more than their fair share. This is one that's going to continue to grow as a problem as our workforce population decreases and we don't have enough people to do the jobs that we need to take care of out there. So this is one that's going to become an even more of a hot topic as the next few years go by. Women leaders are wanting more time and energy so that they can have more impact in their business, in the teams that they lead, and in the world and their community. They also feel like there must be a better way to approach things, but they're not sure where to start or how to do it or what's the best way. And it can be overwhelming trying to figure it out on your own and having to sift through and try things on. So there's some common challenges. Perhaps you see some of these that maybe reflect where you're at today. But the real problem is that the leaders that are struggling with these types of issues just have not made the important shifts yet. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So today we'll be talking about the 5 shifts that you can implement right away to create more time and energy in your workday. By approaching your work and your schedule and your way of being at work with an approach of exhaling, then it really helps you thrive. So let's start, shall we? Once you've created this life, exhale and thrive lifestyle, you will be a superstar by standing out at work. You'll immediately come across differently and you'll be able to move through your workload with ease. You will be more authentic by command respect as a leader because of your authentic connections with your team and your colleagues. You'll also be much more confident because you'll know exactly how to communicate your priorities. You'll be more memorable and you'll magnetize career opportunities. So a little bit about me. I've been working with the federal government for 14 years, and before that I was a manager in retail. So really, I've been a leader for 17 years, and I've been teaching passionately for over 20 years now, and I absolutely love it. I've enjoyed teaching young kids, but mainly my passion is around adult learning, and so I teach both in the community and also within different organizations and within the government as well. I'm also a certified executive coach. I've just finished my Master's of Business Administration and have a graduate certificate in leadership. So I have a lot of passion and interest and hours of study put into leadership challenges, as well as my own personal experience through figuring it out on my own. And I specialize in coaching women executives and leaders in government or not-for-profit organizations, as well as entrepreneurs. And if you're a combination, that works too. So as I've been working with various leaders over the past few years, both as with my coaching clients as well as colleagues, and just doing general study about it, there has been one thing that superstar leaders do that the others don't. Regardless of the industry, regardless of their education background or specialty, they did this one thing, and that's what I'll be sharing with you today. I also applied these same shifts, and they helped me move from being burnt out and overworked to thriving. Now I'm doing work that I absolutely love, and I am having a positive impact on the world. So if I can do this and my clients can do this, then I can work for you too. So shift number one, this is the number one secret if you take only one thing home from this webinar today, is taking the time to exhale. And doing this will help you bring more presence, clarity, and focus into your work. So taking the time to recharge is really important for you to truly have the impact that you desire in your work and as in your role as a leader. It will help you create a reputation for excellence. It will help you make better and more sound business decisions. You will be present with your staff and colleagues, and you'll even leave work happy and energized at the end of each day. So I was surprised when I did a little bit of research on this. You know, I've had my personal experience of seeing how people work, but I was surprised to see that the average length of a lunch break for senior executives is 35 minutes. So that kind of makes sense, you know, busy work day. But what was worse was I read that they only have lunch twice a week. 3 times of the week they work through their lunch. And happiness overall impacts productivity in employees. There was a British study that reviewed 700 different employees, and they found that happier people had productivity that increased by 12 to 20%. So it was really significant. Working too much and happiness is definitely, they influence each other. So 50 million Americans suffer from sleep problems stemming from working long hours. This impacts their work, their health, their relationships, and even their safety. The study also found that these people ended up becoming impatient with others, at least 40% of them, at least a few times a month. 27% of the people surveyed found that it was difficult to concentrate at work frequently. And 20% of them found that due to overworking and long hours, their production was 20% below what they had expected it to be. So this is a big deal, especially when we think about not having enough personnel to do the jobs out there. We need to have people that are high performing and high functioning. As a leader, we also need to do that ourselves so we can lead our organizations as well as help our staff to do the same. So the challenge is if we're running on fumes. Instead of taking time to exhale, if we're always driving all the time, then this kind of leader is unable to be present with their team. They cannot create the results that they want because they're running on empty. The reason that they end up like this is that they're focused on putting out fires and working harder instead of coming at the challenges with a full gas tank. So you can see quickly how even though it feels at the time like it's the right thing to do, it can quickly hurt your business, your team, and your own happiness at work and at home if you're constantly running on empty. But when you get this right, this is the amazing thing. You are more present with each moment at work. You can respond calmly to challenges. You will make decisions from a place of clarity, and you will be connected to your true purpose and passion. This type of leader that takes time to exhale regularly will create an impression on everyone she connects with and build a reputation for excellence, creating trust and loyalty in her team, and creating and providing a healthy and happy workplace. But if you get this wrong, you will still struggle with having the energy needed for your job. You will be unable to focus or get everything done. Workplace challenges will be harder to deal with. You might end up making poor business decisions, and you will set a bad example for your team. But the worst part is you will end up with an unhappy and unhealthy, unsustainable workplace, and you yourself will be unfulfilled. To succeed at this shift, you need to know the one key habit to implement to get you results in the shortest amount of time. So the first step is to put your self-care first. Start by looking at your schedule to find time for self-care and choose what activities you will do to fill up your gas tank. For me, it's a combination of quiet time in silence, either a meditation or journaling, walks in nature, Other things that recharge me are times with loved ones, family, and friends, exercise, vacations. There's a variety of different things. Hot baths, reading a nice book. I'm sure you have your own. So by taking time to look at what recharges you, you will be able to do this deliberately and make sure that you have a full gas tank as much as possible. By doing this, it will help you create a healthy work-life balance that will keep you grounded, connected, and calm. You will manage stress better. You will be able to respond to challenges better. You will be fully more present at work. You will connect more authentically with your team and your colleagues. And this will lead to creating a reputation as a strong leader. So now that we've been talking about this a bit more, do you see that the time that you invest in your self-care and taking time to exhale can really create more time and energy and impact in your work? So I'd like to share a story with you about one of my clients. So she was struggling with personnel issues on her team, and she was overloaded with work. So she wasn't able to manage her key strategic priorities as a regional director in a national nonprofit organization. And of course, her self-care was suffering as well. But through our coaching, when we worked together over a period of a few months, pretty quickly she began a morning exercise routine and taking regular lunch breaks. And the key to making this happen was she scheduled them in her calendar and committed to them like a meeting, as if she was meeting someone. So she didn't let it slide. She really made that strong commitment to herself. And it didn't take long before she had the energy and clarity to deal with the personnel issues and was finally able to start implementing the strategic outreach plan that she'd been thinking about for months. So the small change that she made with her self-care led to an improved teamwork within her team and increased their productivity as well as her own. And the ability to finally work on that strategic outreach plan and project that she had been planning for ages led to new relationships with key stakeholders in the region that brought in more revenues for her organization and secured the relationships that they needed for ongoing success. So it was amazing to see, I found, with working with her, the impact of one change at the beginning and the ripple effect it can have over a period of time. So this example hopefully helps highlight for you the value of taking time for your self-care so that you're coming at your work and your life with a full gas tank. So shift number 2 is what I like to call get off the dance floor. This will help you bring more strategic perspective to your work and is key as a leader, of course. So taking the time to shift your perspective really has an impact on the work that you want to do as a leader. This requires taking a broad view involving the right people with important information and perspectives, taking time to ask probing questions and facilitating conversations. Strategic thinkers take time then to identify connections, patterns, and key issues. I was surprised to find when I did some research on this that less than 10% of leaders exhibit strategic thinking skills in their work. Less than 10%. That means over 90% do not, which blew my mind because this is a role of a leader. They need to be able to step back and watch and see what needs to be done and move and change and shift things accordingly. They also need to be able to vision and plan and help people get where they're trying to go. Looking at a survey of some CFOs, 30% said that strategic thinking is mandatory for finance and accounting professionals. And it was surprising that I found that 46% of companies do not even provide training in strategic thinking. So there's a massive gap here. So if you think about just spending some time here will make a huge difference and put you ahead of 90% of the other leaders out there. So if we're focused on the dance floor, this is basically focusing on the tactical and transactional level, the details and the little bits and pieces, not the big strategic picture. So when we're focused on the dance floor, the leader that is not looking at strategic viewpoints is unable to make sound business decisions and cannot create the results they want because they're focused on the transactional level. And the reason is that they're focused on putting out fires and working harder. So this is really key for leaders to be able to take the time to pull away from the dance floor. Because if they're always focused on the transactional level in the business, they'll be unable to make sound business decisions and they will be unable to create the results that they want. By focusing on putting out the fires and working harder, instead of taking time to get off the dance floor and look at things from the balcony, where new connections and meaning can be discovered, they're really missing out on this huge key piece of a leadership role. So this actually ties into our previous shift around exhaling as well. You know, by focusing always on putting out the fires and not taking time for the self-care. This one now is taking the time for the visioning and the planning and the basically the caring of the business or your role as a leader. So you can quickly see how this can hurt your business immediately and obviously impact its potential for long-term success as well if you're not taking the time for strategic planning. But when you get this right, you know how the challenge relates to the issues and challenges elsewhere in the organization. You can understand better the industry and the external environment. You also know the key stakeholders within the organization or the project that you're dealing with and how they're relevant to your business. You reconnect with your purpose and vision as a leader and the purpose and vision for your organization, and you're able to reframe the challenge to find innovative solutions. The type of leader who takes time to shift their perspective will provide vision and innovation for her business. She'll be able to work with stakeholders and shift perspectives to innovate and plan strategically for long-term success and future of her business. But if she gets this wrong, she will stay stuck putting out fires without connecting to the bigger picture. She will stay overwhelmed and be left continue feeling lost without purpose or direction. Workplace challenges will be harder to deal with, and she may end up making poor business decisions and obviously be unable to prepare for the future as well. A leader who doesn't shift to the strategic perspective on a regular basis will stay stuck playing small and missing out on her true potential. So to succeed in this area, you need to know the one key habit to implement to shift to a strategic perspective. So to get off the dance floor, you need to start by looking at your schedule to establish a regular time for strategic thinking and planning. And just like the self-care commitment in your schedule, you need to remain committed to the time. This is how you will develop the strategic perspective so you can bring purpose, vision, and innovation to your daily work and business challenges. This will create the time and space to plan connections with stakeholders and develop ideas for collaboration and creativity and innovation in your organization. If you don't commit to this time, then you will not be able to do this. You may be able to try to do it off the side of your desk or in those moments when you're not sleeping at night, but that's not going to have that strong, deep impact on your organization. So do you see how taking the time to shift your perspective will help you create more positive impact in your business and of course lead to stronger business outcomes? So as part of this, if you wanted to look at when would be a good time to schedule your strategic planning, I'd recommend doing it on a Monday. When I did some research here into an app called Flow that has over 37,000 users, they found that Mondays were the days where more work got created, more work is delegated, scheduled, and completed on a Monday. So as you can see from the little image here, that Monday was the highest for planning. The difference, though, was Tuesday was the most best time for conversation and productivity. So planning strategic thinking on Mondays is going to work and sync best with everybody else's tendency to be more productive on Mondays. So that's just a quick story I'll share with you that during one of my executive courses I took a couple of years ago, we were lucky to have one of the CEOs from the Royal Bank of Canada come and speak with us about leadership. And he shared with us that their organization would fire any leader who did not take time weekly for strategic thinking and planning. At the time, I was quite surprised. It felt quite severe. But when I really sat down and thought about it, of course, that is a key piece for a leader, even though 90% of leaders out there aren't doing this. Of course, the Royal Bank of Canada understood the need for this function within a leader. And so I highly encourage you to set some time weekly to take time to think about things from this perspective and get yourself off the dance floor. Give yourself the space to ponder, envision, and plan. And from the balcony, you'll be able to see the situation from new lens so you can plan for your own personal and business success. So let's shift now to shift number 3, cultivating happiness. This will help you bring more joy, happiness, and fulfillment into your work and your life. So taking time to deliberately cultivate happiness, just as if you would do any other skill, will bring more positive interaction into your work with your colleagues, your stakeholders, and your teams. And I mean, hey, who doesn't want to be happier overall, right? That's what we're here for. But it is easy sometimes to get caught and miss out. So following the concept of like attracts like, if you deliberately shift your attention and mental patterns to more positive perspective, this will help you become more of the person that you want to be in the world. And it will also have an impact on the people that you interact with, because they will respond positively to your positive energies. I was amazed when I did this. Again, 52.3% of people surveyed were unhappy at work. They found the reason was that they were not focused on deliberately cultivating happiness to boost job and life satisfaction. So you can see quickly how this can lead to unhappiness, dissatisfaction with work and life overall. So happiness is really contagious. The kind of leader that is unpleasant to work with does not inspire their team to follow them. They miss out on the richness created through authentic work relationships because they're unhappy and miserable. They're instead focused on stress, worry, overwhelm, and personal issues. And unfortunately, this can lead to poor business relationships and short-sighted business decisions. You can see that without having a positive outlook, it can really hurt your team and your business results, leaving you feeling unfulfilled and without joy, really, in your work or your personal life. Happy people are found to be 31% more productive, are 37% better at sales, and 3 times better at creativity. So when you get this right, you will be among the top 40% that are happy in their work and their life by creating happy muscles, strong happiness muscles, by changing the habits in your life. This will help you with greater productivity, better health, better relationships, create more support from the world around you. Your employees will be happier and your business will thrive. Business success is really based on interactions with people. When you really boil it down, that's all it is. And not only can we get more done when we're happy, other people want to help and support us too. They want to work with us, they enjoy being around us, and of course that's going to have a positive impact on your work. But if you get this wrong, you will remain unhappy and dissatisfied in your work. You'll negatively impact your business results. You'll jeopardize your personal health. You'll hurt your team by creating an unhappy workplace. And the worst thing really is you'll remain unsatisfied with life, possibly feeling depressed, listless, and hopeless. So to succeed at this shift, you need to know how to cultivate happiness deliberately and train your brain to support a positive outlook for productive results in your business. So the first step for this one is to assess where you're at. Start by looking at your overall happiness and positivity levels in your life. What do others say about you? How do you feel about work and life overall? Perhaps you might even want to put it down on a scale of 1 to 10, how you feel with your happiness at this point. And perhaps you feel like you're at a 4 and you'd like to be at a 6 or a 7 or an 8. So by just looking and taking inventory of where you're at, that's the first step. And then you can deliberately do things to work to cultivate it. Then paying attention to it regularly will help you identify what you are doing well and where you can improve your happiness quotient. Taking time to learn the keys to happiness and deliberately making time for them in your weekly schedule will also secure and continue to grow your happiness levels. So do you see now how taking the time to invest in cultivating your happiness will help you create more positive impact in your business, and that will lead to stronger business relationships? Also, of course, your overall fulfillment in life. So there's 6 habits or keys to happiness that are worth cultivating. So taking time to pay attention and being more mindful within your experience, being present for what's happening in and around you, being close to friends and having strong, fulfilling, authentic friendship connections, being grateful and taking time through gratitude practice also helps. Exercise makes a big difference, as well as forgiving and letting go of things from the past, and then being kind. Again, by being a pleasant person overall and happy, of course, then that's going to have a positive ripple effect in your life. All right, so let's move on to shift number 4, celebrating your success. This will help you achieve ongoing momentum, helping you to reach your life and your business goals. So taking the time to celebrate your success and your failures will help you build confidence and momentum to achieve your goals. Seeing what you've accomplished each week gives you the energy to go after your dreams and reach for your next goals. Really, confidence is the cornerstone of leadership. Without confidence, true leadership only exists in a title, and unconfident people will find it difficult to lead others because they're not taking the time to celebrate and adjust where needed so that they can achieve their business and personal goals. So you can see quickly, without having confidence and without celebrating and taking time to reflect, leaders can miss out on reaching their dreams and be left wanting and wishing but lost on the best strategy to get where they want to go. But when you get this right, you will be wildly successful. You have the confidence and energy to achieve your goals in multiple areas of your business and life, perhaps even simultaneously. You'll be farther ahead than you ever thought possible, and you'll be willing to try new things, take risks, and create incredible change in your business and personal life because you'll have the energy and the confidence to do that. But if you get this wrong, you will be left wanting, but not achieving your goals. Any progress that you made will be minimal, in spurts of effort than no action. Perhaps you'll do the whole 1 step forward, 2 step back thing. You will not have enough confidence to really put yourself out there. You'll stay stuck playing small and hiding. You will be caught in negative mental patterns and low energy, and you will not achieve any of your personal or professional goals within your career or your business. So to succeed at this shift, you need to know the value of incremental growth and cultivating exponential momentum to continue with your limitless expansion. So to start here, the first step is to take time again to assess where you are at. So in addition to strategic planning and thinking that we talked about in one of the earlier shifts, this is more about establishing a weekly review and reflection and celebration session within your time each week. So perhaps on Mondays, you would take time to do your strategic planning and your strategic thinking. And perhaps on a Friday or a Saturday or Sunday, you'll take time to look at your week. You look at what you've accomplished in the week and what went well. You will reflect on what could have been done differently, what didn't get done and why. And then what you'll do is you will then take that learning and that celebration and allow that to propel you forward to more achievements the following week. This will help you create amazing momentum and catapult your confidence to really go for it and reach for your dreams. Really, you can see how this will help you have more confidence and energy to reach your goals, right? So this one is one that I found was life-changing for me. So as a recovering perfectionist, I had a tendency to look at areas for growth and improvement with a tunnel vision approach. I would take time, and I was very focused and committed to the learning and improving, right? So I would see, it'd take time to see where things could have been done differently, how I could have improved it, what I would do next time to make it a little bit more smooth or better. But I was forgetting this key piece of the celebration part. And when I added that in, it was amazing, the difference. So the self-awareness piece and the growth piece, seeing what can be improved is key, but it needs to be balanced out by seeing also what's been doing great, what has been, an area of growth or something that you've overcome, or perhaps, something you've been building towards for a long time and finally you can check it off your to-do list, or you're able to reflect on the impacts of the project. So taking the time to see the progress on the projects and my achievements really helped me boost my energy. It made me feel way more confident and capable. It helped me recognize all the achievements I made every week and not just focus on the things I was not getting to. And it made me feel ready for the week ahead because I had clarity on where to focus on next. And I had the confidence and the energy from things that I had done well. And so it's been an incredible shift. So now I step out of my comfort zone and into my zone of genius regularly with a can-do attitude and an enthusiasm, which has helped me grow leaps and bounds than compared to when I wasn't doing this practice. So I'd highly encourage you to try this out and really take time to let it soak in. Really take time to appreciate the things that you want to celebrate. And perhaps share that with someone, a loved one, a friend, a colleague, mastermind group or mentor, or some way to really acknowledge that. Journaling is another great way that I like to do. This is huge. This will take you to a full tank on your confidence with yourself as a leader. It'll give you that time for reflection and growth as well, which is also key. So you're continuing your limitless expansion. So finally, the fifth shift today is don't try to do it all alone. This will help you reach your highest level of success with ease and support when you let other people help you. So by taking time to invest in mentoring, it's really the only way that high performance athletes, coaches, politicians, and million-dollar business owners reach their level of success. They did not invest in mentors when they were already making their millions and earning their Olympic gold medal. They invested when they were living in their parents' garage and training at the local community gym. They invested when they were wanting to reach for something, but they weren't sure how to get there. Personally, I have invested in mentoring consistently. I've actually had more than one coach simultaneously coaching me on different things, and it has been an amazing support to have somebody help me get where I want to go. Makes it that much easier. I can get that much farther, that much more quickly. So why you need a mentor? They bring new ideas, information, and inspiration. They provide you someone to share your goals, challenges, struggles, and your celebrations, like I mentioned, with somebody outside of your work and your personal relationships. Mentoring brings you more confidence and accountability. And it can also give you the exact strategy to reach your goals in the shortest amount of time. Also, it keeps you out of overwhelm, doubt, and fear. And also, mentoring provides you an ally and a friend in business. And it can be fun to share your journey with others. So on this one, the biggest thing is letting go of your ego. So the good news is you do not have to do it all on your own, and neither should you. It's time to let go of your ego and allow somebody to help you. Many women leaders that I know are high achievers. They're either perfectionists or recovering perfectionists, and they are extremely capable, intelligent, creative, amazing women. But they're doing this all without the support. So they end up pushing and pushing all on their own. And this is what leads to us ending up getting burnt out and worn down. There are people and supports out there to help. So if you want to be a successful, high-performing leader with an incredible impact in your personal and work life, the failing to get the support that you need can leave you struggling with overwhelm, like I said. It can be so difficult that perhaps you eventually give up on life and end up with mental and physical health issues. Or perhaps you just give up on your dreams and your passions, and you kind of just sort of are accepting it's good enough, just accepting the surviving. And I see this happen all the time, and honestly, it really breaks my heart. But the good news is that you do not have to be one of them. This shift ties back to all the other shifts we talked about today. A great mentor will help you accomplish all of these shifts that you learned. The best thing that you can do to ensure that you are not going to let your business crush your goals is to work with a great mentor that will help keep pushing you forward and provide you the support when you need it most. I like to think about it like, a big roller coaster. The ups and downs of life can be really high and really low sometimes. And working with a mentor and a coach for me has been amazing, because instead of going up high and down low and up high and down low with things that I'm working on in my business or my personal life, instead I end up staying up high and then just a little bit of a dip, and then up higher and then a little bit of a dip. And and so it's a totally different range of experience when you have someone to help you, especially if they know they have the knowledge and skill set that you're looking to gain. So as we're wrapping up here today, what you need to do to win is to exhale, take time to breathe, and create time for self-care in your schedule. Take time to shift your perspective, to get off the dance floor and onto the balcony so you can have that strategic viewpoint in your business and personal life. Deliberately cultivate happiness and positive interactions so that you have a more positive environment and more support and happiness overall in your life. Take time to regularly celebrate and reflect on areas of growth, but also areas of success, so that you build that confidence and momentum to achieve your goals and have the ongoing limitless expansion. And finally, don't do it alone. Take the time and the energy and invest in mentoring, because it will support you in getting where you want to go and living the life of your dreams much more quickly than doing it on your own. So perhaps you've been waiting to feel ready. You've signed up and you've come here today to this webinar, but you're not sure if you're ready yet. So just imagine, perhaps if you'd like to close your eyes and just take a deep breath for a moment. Imagine feeling calm and connected to your purpose, with enough time and energy to achieve all of your goals in life. So by applying these 5 cornerstones of leadership, personally, I was able to create enough time and energy to accomplish all of my goals in my work as a business manager for a $55 million organization, while regularly teaching mindfulness meditation classes and running my online coaching business. These 5 cornerstones of leadership, or the 5 shifts that I've talked about today, helped me manage all of those things with joy and ease. But while I was also completing an MBA and planning a wedding. So I've been extremely thankful that I had these tools and the support already in my life, so that I was able to move through all of these things much more smoothly. than I would have without it. So a question for you today is, what is your big vision for you in your business? And what is your big vision for your life? What would you do or create if you had more time and more energy? What would you create for yourself, for your family, or your business? Perhaps you want to think about what's important to you and your personal values, and whether it would be important for you to build your own business, take time to volunteer, work on more, put more time and energy into your wellness or creativity or other things. Perhaps you might like to have more time off from work to spend with your family and friends, or maybe there's other things that are really important to you that you feel are lacking right now. So what drives you to keep you going? And what would it feel like if you're able to do more of what you love? So now you have 3 choices. Choice number 1 would be to procrastinate and do nothing, to continue feeling burnt out, overwhelmed, and unsatisfied in your work. And that's fine if that's your choice. That is a perfectly natural place to be. Perhaps you're in choice number 2, where you want to continue to piece it all together alone and struggle to launch your business or to deal with the overwhelm and burnout and challenges at work and in your personal life. Perhaps you want to stay doing it on your own and figure out how to manage it all and spend countless hours on your own. Or choice number 3, you can allow me to help you launch your lifestyle mastery plan. This will help you save time, help you to enjoy the process, and follow a model that is proven to work, both in my own personal life and within my clients as well. So if you're interested in looking for support, I would love to share with you how I can help you out. I've had a passion for this for many, many years, and I'm excited to share it with others. So if you'd like, my offer to you is I'd love to help you get clear on your personal goals, your challenges, and your vision to identify your unique path to lifestyle mastery. I can help you develop a mindfulness practice and take time to exhale and put it into your schedule so that you regularly include your time to recharge and cultivate happiness. I can help you celebrate your way to success by following my signature Exhale and Thrive strategies so that you have the confidence to reach and achieve and surpass all of your goals. And I can help you with your lifestyle design so that you're continuing your limitless expansion, both in work, in your business, and your personal life. So this is your chance to break through. I have set aside time to talk with you about how you can apply these ideas we've talked about in this webinar today. And the cost is free. So this is my gift to you, is I offer a lifestyle leadership mastery assessment call to help you talk about how these 5 shifts can apply to you in your specific business and work life. And we can talk about how to make them work for you, free of charge. And here's the link if you want to apply. There's time in my calendar, and you can just pick what works best for you, and we'll chat. So during the call, what we'll deliver is we'll show you how this signature Exhale and Thrive system will work for you in your personal life. We'll touch on how to discover your personal leadership style. We'll shed light on your personal leadership and lifestyle mastery plan so that you can captivate your teams and double the effectiveness of your efforts at work. We'll assess your self-care and teach you how to design a more captivating and amazing lifestyle. We'll also talk about setting up business systems so that you can work less and achieve more. And we'll create a sustainable lifestyle plan that will provide you with more energy and time to put towards what matters to you most. So this call is for you if you want to be able to provide real value to your business and have a deep passion for what you do in the world. You need to be 100% of an action taker, and your business success and your leadership mastery must be 100% non-negotiable for you. Your gifts and passions need to be strong enough to support career development to the next level, and your dedication to personal and professional growth surpasses your desire to stay stuck. But this is not going to be for you if you're not interested in making real positive change in your life. If you're a huge complainer or whiner that believes that nothing ever goes right, then this won't be for you. If you're not willing to step outside of your box and try something new, or if you want a quick fix, or just want to go through the motions of trying to change, but you're not really committed to making positive change in your life, and you'd rather stay stuck in hiding, staying exactly where you are now instead of creating the life that you desire, then this is not going to be for you. But if it is for you, on the call, we are going to give you complete clarity on what you want your business and your leadership and work life to look like. And we'll give you the exact steps to get you there. We'll help you develop your own Exhale and Thrive strategy following the signature system to bust through your burnout and overwhelm. And we'll help you create your personal action plan so that you can create more time and energy in your life to reach all of your goals. So if you desire our help to bring your Exhale and Thrive lifestyle into reality, and if we agree that it's a good fit, we may invite you to become one of the new clients that we'll work with this month in our exclusive Lifestyle Mastery for Leaders program. So when we work together, we'll hold you to the same standards that we have of our previous clients that have started new careers, found their inner fire and passion for life. The curriculum is designed to get you to develop an Exhale and Thrive lifestyle that supports you consistently and regularly, helping you to work less than you've ever thought possible, while also creating a leadership style that fulfills your deepest purpose in the world. And this is all possible because we focus not only on your business and leadership, but also your schedule and your personal self-care so that you're truly creating more time and energy in your life. So our Lifestyle Mastery for Leaders program, I've created specifically to address these unique challenges that women leaders face today. As the founder of the Exhale and Thrive Lifestyle Program for Leaders, I am empowering the world one woman at a time, and I'd love to help by starting with you. So I'd love to chat with you. Spaces are limited, so apply now. This link at exhaleandthrive.com/apply is available, and you can pick some time and we'll chat this week. So if you apply right now, we'll help you create your empowered lifestyle and develop your leadership mastery today. So thank you for joining me for this webinar. I hope that you found some helpful and useful tips that you can apply right away. And if you want to take this deeper and would like to explore how you can apply these more specifically to your unique circumstances, I would absolutely love to chat with you. Give me some time on our calendar here for us to connect, and we'll chat. Thanks again. Wishing you all the best, and I look forward to staying connected beyond the end of this webinar.